Hey everybody, good to see you guys again. Sorry about the delay. Let me tell you a little bit about what's going on. So as you can see from the photos, take a look. I have been cutting and chopping and taking care of that upper leg that bent during the fall. That fall was a little more than we all wanted, definitely on this side of the camera. And what it did was it did bend quite a few things. Some of them were repairable, some of them were replaceable. So now that we did that, one of the things we did find inside of that inspection, going through and checking everything out, was that the brake system was controlled by one handle. That handle was for both sides, left and right. Now the idea behind that was to keep it standing and allow it to stand up. If we break one section, then everything will be forced to move in other pieces, etc., creating a trickle-down effect. It did not necessarily work out that way, because even though we did adjust all the brakes, the original system and design was actually flawed. So what I got here for you today is the fix to that. And we are actually going to end up replacing not one, but both of them with two handles instead of just the one. So that way it's more granular in control. So one of the things I'm going to show you today is the new design, the new system, and how we're going to overcome that. So come here, take a look. As you can see, I have been a little bit busy inside of the garage, and you can see that I've actually got quite a bit going on. Still got the handles here, still actually have the little cables right here, and you'll actually see a lot of that original design across the middle, and you'll actually see this right here. Now this right here is actually what failed on me. That failure, what it ended up doing is the whole thing ended up twisting like this, and basically negated the entire idea behind the brake handle. Now the problem with that was, actually ended up being, because of that, it acted as if one side literally had no brakes, because it did not. So what happened was it leaned to the left and down it went. And that's what actually caused the collapse. Basically the brakes failed. And it's a design flaw on my behalf, so that is on me on that one. Now what we're going to do is, as you can see, I've got a similar design. We're obviously going to fix that. This right here is actually, because it's twisting as much as it is, the contemplation is putting an actual weld right here. But what I'd like to do is put multiple holes, so that way if I decide to tighten it down or something of that nature, it's not, it's not as restricted. So what I'll probably do is put some type of adjustment on there and make it so that this does not move like this anymore, and I can get a good solid setup, and that should take care of everything we need it to, and it will do everything I want it to, because now we'll have brakes both on each left and right hand, and that'll allow me to do that. Now this also sets up for future installments, because it's controlling the kneecaps. That's what's going to allow it to just stand still. This will also force it to go ahead and make a step. This comes into the later physics of actual stepping. So once that's done, we'll be all good. But as you can see, I'll go ahead and show a couple quick more photos just so you can see kind of what I've been doing. Aside from being sick, I've also changed jobs, and it's been raining. So a lot of it came down to that welding outside. Once I got it all done, then I could take my measurements and get everything squared away for this pieces that I just showed you right here. So there's more to the apparatus. It's just up underneath a tarp right now, and once again, it's going to start raining. So I don't get many days off, and it doesn't rain too often, but apparently it does whenever I want to weld. Anyway, we'll see you guys later, and thanks for staying tuned.